They say they hate drama, right? That they just want peace. No stress. No toxic energy. But here's the truth. A lot of modern women don't hate drama. They just hate when they're not the ones controlling it. They say, I'm not about that drama life. Right before they throw emotional grenades into your peace and walk away like nothing happened. And if you're a man who's ever walked on eggshells, if you've ever apologized for something you didn't even understand, if you've ever been caught in some emotional chess match where the rules keep changing, bro, this one's for you. Because today, we're exposing the double standard, the emotional manipulation, and the real reason why women start the very chaos they claim to despise. Point 1. I don't do drama is usually a warning sign, not a promise. Let's be real. How many times have you heard a woman say, I don't do drama? Now ask yourself, how often was she the very source of drama in your life? See, when a woman has to announce that she avoids drama, what she's really doing is preloading your perception. It's a subtle manipulation tactic. She's planting the idea that anything that looks like drama in the future can't be her fault. That's emotional insurance. It's like saying, if things get crazy, it must be you. Let's be even more brutally honest. Women are emotional architects. They build tension, test boundaries, and stir conflict, not always maliciously, but often instinctively, because emotion gives them control. When you're logical, stable, and unshaken, many women get uncomfortable. Peace bores them. Drama gives them stimulation, attention, and emotional leverage. So they say, I don't do drama while subtweeting their ex, creating tension in group chats, weaponizing silence, asking what's wrong when they already know it's a form of gaslighting dressed as humility. And here's the worst part. The men who believe it, they're the ones who suffer quietly while being painted as toxic or emotionally unavailable. Wake up, king. I don't do drama is not a green flag. It's usually the first red flag waving in a field you haven't even walked into yet. Point 2. She starts fires, then blames you for smoke. Modern women are experts at emotional arson. They'll light a fire in your relationship. Subtle jabs, passive aggression, disrespect. And when things finally explode, they'll step back and say, see, you're the problem. Let's take a real example. You're at a family event, and she jokes about something deeply personal in front of everyone. You laugh it off, try to stay cool. Later that night, you bring it up, and she says, wow, you're really sensitive. I was just playing. That's emotional baiting. She starts the tension, watches you react, and then frames you as the unstable one. It's psychological warfare, and it works on men who were never taught how to spot it. Because society tells you to be calm, collected, and composed, even when you're under emotional attack. But she can poke the bear and play the victim in the same breath. Women are trained by culture, by media, by their friends, to never take accountability for relational chaos. They'll say, I was just being honest. You're taking it the wrong way. You always twist my words. That's not communication. That's deflection. And it's designed to keep her in control of the emotional narrative while leaving you confused, frustrated, and apologizing for things you didn't even start. Gentlemen, if you're always the one putting out fires, maybe she's the one playing with the matches. Point 3. Drama is her way of testing your emotional strength. Here's a bitter pill. Sometimes the drama isn't random, it's a test. She wants to see how you'll react. Will you fold? Will you lash out? Or will you hold frame? A lot of women use emotional chaos the way men use physical challenges. It's their way of checking. Can he handle me? Can he control the room? Can he manage my storm? That's why a peaceful relationship with no tension often turns into boredom. So she'll pick a fight over nothing. She'll get mad you didn't text back fast enough, or suddenly act distant, just to see if you'll chase her. And if you do, she knows she's got you emotionally invested. She's in control now. But if you stay composed, if you don't give her the chaos she craves, she'll either respect you more rare or accuse you of not caring or being cold. It's lose-lose if you don't know the game. The drama isn't always about what it looks like. It's about the emotional data she's trying to collect on you. She wants to know if you can handle her triggers without losing your masculine frame. And most men fail the test, not because they're weak, but because they never knew they were being tested. Point 4. The innocent instigator. She'll play dumb while pulling strings. Let's talk about one of the most dangerous forms of emotional manipulation. The woman who starts chaos behind the scenes, then plays innocent in front of you. She'll say, "I didn't mean it that way. I was just asking a question. I was just being honest." But behind those words is a deep understanding of how to provoke, to divide, and to spark conflict without getting dirty. She'll tell your female friend, "You and him would have made a cute couple." She'll accidentally leave your phone face up with suspicious text visible. She'll ask you if you still find your ex attractive. Then act hurt when you hesitate. That's not naivety. That's control. And here's the game. When you react, she gaslights you. She flips it. You're insecure. You're jealous. You're too serious. Meanwhile, she's in the emotional director's seat, scripting scenes and watching you perform. This is what I call strategic drama, the kind where she sets up situations just to study your reaction. The fight is never about what just happened. It's about testing boundaries, reasserting dominance, and pulling strings without owning any of it. If you've ever been with a woman who doesn't understand why you're upset, even though everyone else does, you were dealing with an innocent instigator. Don't fall for the fake confusion. She knows exactly what she's doing. Point 5. Women use drama to bond with other women, at your expense. Here's a truth bomb. Sometimes, the drama you're dealing with isn't even about you. It's her bonding tool with other women. Women bond through shared emotion, and often that emotion is mutual frustration with men. That's why she'll share your private issues with her girls. Screenshot your texts for group chat analysis. Retell arguments with a twist that makes her the victim. Because drama creates connection. If she says, "My man is boring," the room gets quiet. But if she says, "You won't believe what he said to me last night," now it's popcorn time. You become content for her community. Your relationship becomes a reality show where she's both the star and the producer. And every argument becomes fuel for her social clout. Even worse, some women will provoke drama just to have something to talk about, because a quiet, stable relationship doesn't trend in the group chat. So when she tells you, "I'm just venting," don't buy it. She's building a storyline, and you're the unsuspecting villain. Realize this: peace doesn't sell, but drama does. And if she's addicted to emotional entertainment, no amount of logic, love, or loyalty will ever be enough. Point 6. She'll create emotional chaos to keep you on a leash. This one's brutal. Drama isn't always about conflict. It's about control. See, a woman who's emotionally immature or insecure doesn't want consistency. She wants leverage. And the fastest way to keep a man chasing her approval is to keep him emotionally off balance. She'll pick fights when things are good. She'll withdraw affection after you open up. She'll create distance just to see if you'll panic. It's a tactic called emotional yo-yoing, where she pushes and pulls you, not to lose you, but control how invested you are. One day she's all over you, sweet, affectionate, posting about how lucky she is. The next, she's cold, distant, picking fights over tone or timing. And when you ask what's wrong, nothing. I'm fine. That's not fine. That's manipulation. She doesn't want resolution. She wants dominance. Because if you're always trying to fix things, always apologizing, always guessing, you're not leading the relationship, you're surviving it. Real queens don't need chaos to feel secure. But if she thrives on confusion, contradiction, and emotional warfare, then, brother, you're not in a relationship. You're in emotional captivity. Point 7. She hates drama until it gets her what she wants. Let's end this with the coldest truth. Women say they hate drama until drama works in their favor. She'll call it messy when it exposes her, but she'll call it necessary when it gets her attention, apologies, or advantage. That means starting an argument the night before a trip, so you beg her to come, crying in public to make you look like the villain, causing chaos at your workplace or family gathering, just so you prove how much she means to you. It's a performance, bro. A high-stakes play where she weaponizes her emotions to bend reality and reshape the outcome. And when it works, she learns it's effective. So she does it again, and again, and again. That's the irony. She says she wants peace. But deep down, she's learned that drama, tears, tantrums, threats, gets results. You pay attention. You give in. You chase. You explain yourself for the 100th time. So ask yourself, if she truly hated drama, wouldn't she stop starting it when it works in her favor? But she doesn't, because the drama she hates is the same drama that gives her power in a world where she feels powerless. And unless you see through it, you'll stay trapped in a cycle that looks like love but feels like war. If you've been through this, if you loved someone who kept you off balance, confused, guilty, and exhausted, you're not crazy. You're not weak. You're just waking up. And now that you see it, don't go back to sleep. Subscribe to Woman Unmasked. Like this video, if you felt the truth hit. Comment your story, what she said, how she flipped it, and how you finally saw through it. Share this with your brothers, your sons, your friends, because too many men are being emotionally manipulated in silence. It's time to stop rewarding chaos and start reclaiming peace.